Since June 29th, the Pikmin 4 demo has been available on the Nintendo eShop, and at the time of this video being posted, we have about a week until the game launches. I just wanted to share my first impressions based off of the demo of Pikmin 4 with you guys, and some of the things that I like or dislike may not hold true until we know when the game launches. Now, I'm not a big Pikmin fan, but I have been playing the game since the first one launched in 2001. I recently played and 100%ed the Pikmin 4 demo, and so far with how the game plays, it's really been a breath of fresh air for the Pikmin series. At least in the demo, there wasn't a requirement to scavenge the environment to find fruit for you and your crew. That took a lot of stress away from the game. I found myself exploring more in the environment, taking it in slowly. Now, it's not 100% confirmed that we don't have to find food, especially since I took note of this one dialogue from the demo where they actually referenced the rations that they had left to eat. In previous Pikmin games, you would collect food to take back to your ship, and based on the food, you could get a day to multiple days worth of juice. If you ever ran out of juice, then you would game over, and in some games, get the bad ending. It's highly unlikely that food rations goes away for Pikmin 4. Maybe we don't have to collect food, or maybe we do and it's just not in the demo. Who knows? Pikmin 4 was developed using Unreal Engine, and the environments are absolutely beautiful. The amount of detail in how they look made me feel reminiscent to how the original Pikmin looked to me as a child. The whole user interface is significantly less cluttered, and as a UI developer, this is one of my favorite improvements. In previous games, there was so much going on in the UI. The clock took up nearly the whole upper portion of the screen, and it presented a lot of stats that we just didn't need to constantly see. The UI has changed over the years, and finally, the displays seem to have more thought put into them. My only hope is that we'll be able to minimize the amount of clutter even more with perhaps a setting that we could toggle on or off. When it comes to the story, it didn't really feel intuitive or natural. I don't understand the purpose of initially playing as Olimar, and you learn some commands for Ochi and get to learn how to use the Pikmin, and once you defeat the enemy, you start playing the game as your original character. To me, it felt like they could have cut out the entire first portion with Olimar, and it would have felt more fluid for the story point of view. I did notice that when I made a log for the intro portion with Olimar, there was a number down at the bottom of the text, and it said number 76. So to me, this kind of indicates that maybe we're going to be going through playing Pikmin 4, learning about Olimar and his research, and maybe we find his notes that he had written down out of order. Maybe we just have to try to piece them together. Or maybe this is an indicator of how the game will actually play. Maybe as you play, you go back and forth between your character and Olimar's story, and that's how you find clues to try to rescue him. The amount of customization to the character is also kind of small. Unless maybe we can unlock different things for our characters down the road, you're pretty limited on your customization options. When it came to the caves, I really enjoyed it. They felt comparable to the shrines from Tears of the Kingdom in the sense that you get to solve mini puzzles, and within the caves are treasures that you can collect. I also love that if you found a specific type of Pikmin in a cave, I could revisit the cave and respawn the same number of Pikmin. But this does worry me that we could be getting too many Pikmin. Or who knows, maybe the bosses will just be significantly harder in this game. I also enjoyed the crafting mechanic where we can build bridges to access new areas in the environment. This is a tremendous upgrade as compared to previous games where you would have to locate missing tile pieces and transport them. The game also seems to have some challenge to it now that we don't have access to all abilities right off the bat, like charging. Instead, we can visit Russ at the lab to build a charge horn. Makes me wonder how many other abilities we'll be able to get when this game actually launches. These were just my first impressions based off of the Pikmin 4 demo, but I would love to hear any thoughts or theories that you may have down below. I'm Maddie, the hippie hacker, and I'm gonna go play more Zelda. Bye!